Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Darrell Waltrip's Western Auto Darlington raced version from 1992, his final Cup win, and another NASCAR Classics release. I'm just happy we finally get something that isn't a Jeff Gordon Rainbow raced one, because that seems to be all we've been getting lately, but whatever. That's a rant for another day. Let's of course take a quick look at the box. You got your regular NASCAR Classics box look. Got a nice big picture of a sample of the car on the front of the box. NASCAR Classics 1992 Chevrolet Lumina number 17 Western Auto. Got Darlington Raceway and Darrell Waltrip's signature right there. Got a victory lane photo on the side of the box, and got a little bit of a bio on his final win. This was of course a rain-delayed or rain-shortened win, so depending on how you feel about that. Anyways, they made a 517 of these things. Pretty low number. For something like this, I kind of expect them to make more of them, but whatever. On this side of the box, you have a side view of the sample of the car, and you have some stats on this final win. On this side of the box, you have the NASCAR Classics logo, and you of course have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Anyways, here is the car itself. The paint scheme that is kind of iconic to a lot of people. A very, very nice looking car. The white, the black, the bright neon day glow orange, the chrome numbers. Just a very nice paint scheme overall. This does, of course, come with the kind of race winner stat card, too. Basically, the two photos that are in the box and all the stats that are on the box. It's cool they give it to us in this way, but I'm kind of annoyed that these are so huge, because you can't even fit them in a display case or something. If you want to give us stat cards, why not make them the same size as your, regular, modern raced version stat cards? I don't know why they have it such a different size there, but oh well. Let's do a quick 360 of the car. This does, of course, come with all the marks, dents, dirt, and everything that you expect from a raced version. This doesn't really have any damage or anything, so if you're really into race versions with damage, this has really not much of anything, but this is more for the importance of it being his final raced version and his final win in his career, so that's what it has going for it. And the fact that I don't think Lionel or Action has ever really produced a good version of this paint scheme. I want to say Team Caliber did when they started to make a couple Classics diecast at one point, but anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Western Auto. Got Chevrolet Lumina, number 17, and AC Delco. Down the side, you got Western Auto. You got Exxon and Superflow back there. And you have Tough One by Delco. Copyright 1991 and Western Morris International. Or is that Western Morris? Or is that just something else? I forget. Anyways, on the B and C post, you have AC and Delco. This has your regular contingencies and such. It does have the kind of blank red Winston Cup logo that just says NASCAR. That was a good choice that Lionel did make, where, since they can't actually use the Winston Cup name, they're just kind of putting a blank box there to fill it in, because I definitely hated some of those early Classics cars that just had a giant empty spot where Winston Cup was, so kudos to Lionel there. There you can see the nice shiny chrome numbers, if it'll catch the light right, but they are fully chrome. On the back, you have AC Delco at Western Auto. You got Exxon and number 17. You got an AC Tough One oil filter and spark plug. This is number 95. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. A very loose-fitting hood that does not stay open. Got nothing on the other side of the hood. There's the old engine detail if you want to see that. Still got an opening deck lid on this one, so you got your typical fuel cell and such back there. This is probably before they were doing roof flaps anyways. And there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. They still did leave that kind of little bumper bar looking thing on these Luminas. Surprised that Lionel didn't cheap out and get rid of that by now. But anyways, now let's get down to the damage and such. Like I said, this really doesn't have much damage, but you can see the front end is very dirty and very marked up. Looks like he was getting into the bumper of somebody in this race, because that looks pretty, torn up and, chipped off. That looks very, very cool. See all that damage and dirt in the day glow orange. It is a white car, so you can definitely see a lot of the dirt and grime and such, but other than that, it is basically just dirty throughout the entire car. Said it didn't help that it was a raced version, or not. It didn't help that it was a rain win. Of course, it's a race version. So rain wins usually aren't the most exciting race versions, unless you have something like Logano's first win, in which case that's like one of the greatest race versions of all time, and that is a rain win. So does have a little burn mark by the exhaust ports over here, and that's basically it. So like I said, if you're into only race versions that are really damaged and crazy looking, this definitely is not going to be the one for you. But if you just like, important wins, this is definitely the one for you. Because, final wins are always kind of fun. Especially because, sometimes they don't even get made. This is, of course, before they're even making race versions. But, I mean, even today, there's sometimes where it'll be like, it won't get made because it won't be an exciting win, and then it'll end up being his final win. Like Carl Edwards' final win didn't get made. So things like that. So you just really never know when a win is going to be your final win. But definitely a cool choice by Lionel to make something different. I believe they are making a couple other classics releases. They're making Jimmy Johnson's patriotic debut car, the one that he threw back to at Phoenix last year. I don't know if I'm going to get that or not, because if I get that, I pretty much have to buy the new one, so I don't know. But they're also making a Mark Martin 1990 6 or 5 car, if you want to get that. After they kind of botched that Mark Martin car they were going to make a couple years ago, where it was going to be on the completely wrong body. So I guess they're making a more accurate one now. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all there's to say. This has been a review of Darrell Waltrip's Western Auto raced version from 1992. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.